What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video. Now shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. In today's Division 2 video, it's going to be your Cassie Mendoza weekly vendor reset and must-buys for today, April 27th. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and if you do, make sure you leave a thumbs up, like the video, support the channel by subscribing, and let me know in the comment section below what you think. Now, before we get to Cassie Mendoza, we need to find the Snitch. Now, the Snitch is located in a dozen different areas throughout the open world. So for me, this week, this is the location of the Snitch. I am just west of the castle settlement, underneath the little parking structure near the art, area. Now you can see when I fast traveled to the settlement, you can see the route that I actually took. And that's it. Boom, right here. Now the exact coordinates of the Snitch, 884 by 3664. Now, like I do in every single Cassie Mendoza video, please let me know and let everyone know in the comment section below where you find the Snitch. That way, if you don't find them in the same location this week, maybe you can find them in a new location, fast. That way you don't lose Cassie Mendoza, because remember, her vendor does open and close every other day. So, here we go. Gun runner location revealed. I take all the bounties, and then what I do is I highlight the bounties. I go to details, and then I click abort bounty. That way I can keep all of these bounties for later, and they're all heroic or based off of your open world difficulty. Okay, so the bounty's done, the Snitch is done, and we have the gun runner's location. So now we need to find the white shopping cart icon in the open world, and that is where Cassie Mendoza is, and here it is. All right, so this week her location is in the Judiciary Square, and how I'm going to get there is I'm going to fast travel to Dark Zone East, and then I'll make my way over there. Now remember, she does close every other day, so just be mindful. Try to find the Snitch in a quick fashion and go over there and check out her inventory. All right, so now that I have exited the Dark Zone, let's go over to Cassie Mendoza. And then just a quick reminder, whenever you highlight over that icon, you can see in the top left hand of your screen where it says vendor closes in 1 day and 3 hours. Interesting. So we actually have a little bit more time before she closes, which is odd, because normally whenever I find the Snitch and Cassie, it'll say around like 16 to 14 hours remaining. So it's kind of weird that this one says a day and 3 hours. So, whatever. All right, let's see if I can get over there without getting messed up by the NPCs. I'm going to try to ninja myself over there and just get there as quick as possible. I believe this location is the American store, and I'll show you why it's called the American store in a second. It's pretty funny. But then all you do is make your way down the street, and it's the very next street on your left-hand side. Not too crazy to get over there. Nothing at all. Now, if you guys haven't already, check out my weekly vendor reset video I did yesterday. And like every week, I will do a weekly vendor reset on Tuesday, and then a Cassie Mendoza vendor reset on Wednesday. All right, got rid of that chunga. Now let's go to Cassie Mendoza. Okay, so you can see all of these stores on the right-hand side. And one of these stores you will see says American. Boom. American Food Store. My bad, I said American Store. So it's called the American Food Store. So you go through here and go through the back door. When you do so, do not run out of the building. Go over here to the right and you can see this rope. And then that's how you're going to get up there. So go up the rope, and then there should be a ladder right here. And boom. Now, if you have never been to this part of the open world, there are a couple side missions and collectibles you can collect up here. Now, it might look empty, but you can go through the window. And boom, here we are. Now, the side mission, if you haven't already, it would be to talk to this guy right here. And for Cassie Mendoza, she is in the bathroom. Here she is. All right, so you can timestamp it, do whatever you need. Here is Cassie Mendoza's weekly vendor reset and must buys. Now, starting off at the top, we have our named items, followed by our gear set items, and then finally our high-end items. Now, the disclaimer for the named items is that if you are a brand new or returning player, you might only see these top two items. If that is the case, there are ways to unlock these bottom two. So for the Shield Splinterer, and shout out to Splinter Shield out there, great community member, the Hunter. The Splinter Shield, or the Shield Splinterer, my bad. To unlock this one, you have to hunt down and eliminate all of the hunters from year one. And then what you do is you'll get all of the ivory keys, and then you can go to the base of ops in Washington, D.C., open up the ivory chest, and you will get this weapon. As soon as you get this weapon, it will be unlocked for Cassie Mendoza every single week. And the cool thing about that is every week, Cassie Mendoza will sell a different variant. So this week, for example, it has crit damage. A couple weeks ago, it had damage to targets at a cover. A couple weeks ago, before that, it had damage to armor, so on and so forth. And then for the Hunter Killer, my previous best chess piece in the game, the way to get the Hunter Killers, you have to hunt down and eliminate all of the Warlords of New York Hunters. Once you do that, you will collect all of the off-white keys, and then you can go to the Haven Settlement in New York City and unlock the off-white chest. Once you open up that chest, it will give you this Hunter Killer chess piece, and then Cassie Mendoza will sell a different variant every single week. So that's how you unlock these other two named items. All right, enough about that. Let's talk about the inventory. So, starting off at the top, we have the White Death. This is the named marksman rifle with that 137% headshot damage. Now, this week it comes with Vindictive and Crit Chance. Then we have a must-buy. Holy guacamole, Batman. Okay, so these are the Fox's Prayer knee pads. These are the best in-slot knee pads in the game. Reason being is they come with damage to targets at a cover. Now, the really cool part about these knee pads is the weapon damage is so high, you could buy these and keep the headshot damage and then just max out the weapon damage or make it armor, whatever you want to do with the core attribute. Or you could keep the core attribute because it's such a high roll for weapon damage that you could re-roll that headshot damage off for whatever attribute you want. So you could technically make these knee pads whatever it is you want to match whatever build you want. So you can buy these as many times as you want as well. Now, another thing is remember what I've been saying throughout the last couple weeks. Make new characters, stack up on your materials, stack up on your optimization materials, and also collect duplicates of your named and exotic items. That way, whenever this new update comes out, you can donate materials, donate duplicates, and get your expertise level up fast. So remember that. For example, I'm going to buy, I don't even know. I think I'm going to buy like 10 of these. Just because as soon as this new update comes out, I want my Fox's Prayer knee pads to be proficient. You know what I mean? And I mean, I've got the funds for it, so I really don't care. All right. I think I bought enough of them. All right, one more. Okay, there we go. Now, next up, we have the Shield Splinterer. This week, it comes with crit damage. Now, if you don't know, the Shield Splinterer is the named F2000 with Perfect Optimist. And then finally, we have the Hunter Killer chest piece with Perfect Intimidate. This week, it comes with health and repair skills. Now, must-buys, things to look at from your named items, the Fox's Prayer knee pads. Pick them up right now. All right, moving on. Gear set items. Tip of the Spear backpack with weapon handling. Then we have ongoing directive chest piece with hazard. Rigor gloves with explosive resistance. Aces and Eights knee pads with crit damage. And 2 pieces of hardwired. One being the holster being skill haste. And then one being the mask with repair skills. Now, must-buys, things to look at from the gear set items. Not really. Yeah, not really. All right. Moving on to the high-end items. Vector SBR 45 ACP. Now, this one comes with damage to targets out of cover and decent rolls. So, what I would do if you need this Vector, you could switch off that reformation to whatever talent you want and then just optimize the SMG damage. It's already right there at 13%. So, you just have to optimize it, 2%? So, that should be, a couple optimizations and you're good to go. Now, the cool thing about this Vector is this Vector comes with the long under barrel rail. Now, if you guys do not know what that is a mod slot for the under barrel of the weapon. And that gives you the opportunity to run this with the Technician laser pointer for spotter builds, for anything like that. So if you want to use a Vector with like a spotter build, pick up this one because it has that attachment. That way you can add that laser pointer to it. So just remember that. Then we have a M1a Cqb with in-sync and headshot damage, followed by a Heliguard chest piece with tag team crit damage and armor regen. Those are, yeah, but the armor's too low. Never mind. And then Richter and Kaiser holster with skill haste and status effects. Now looking at the mods, skill duration 8.6 and shield health of 4.5. Now, must-buys, things to look at from the entire Cassie Mendoza vendor. We have the Fox's Prayer knee pads. Please pick them up. I'm going to pick up another couple right here. And same with like the White Death. Like if you don't even use the White Death, pick it up. Pick up a few duplicates. It doesn't matter. As long as you can hold it on your character or your stash up until this new update comes out, you can donate these into the White Death and make it proficient without even using it. And for me personally, I am not a big sniper or shotgun fan. So for all the snipers and shotguns, whether they be named or exotics, I am picking up a ton of duplicates. That way I can just become proficient in those weapons and I don't even have to really use them. You know what I mean? Anyways. All right. So the creme de la creme for this week, Fox's Prayer knee pads with headshot damage and really high weapon damage. Pick it up right now, Cassie Mendoza. And then one last reminder, if you scroll over her icon, it'll say when she opens and closes. And right now it still says 1 day and 3 hours. So get it while you can. But all right, everyone, that is your Cassie Mendoza weekly vendor reset and must buys for today, April 27th. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, don't forget, hit that thumbs up. Support the channel by subscribing. We're about to hit 40,000 subscribers. It's insane. But all right, hit me up in the comment section below. I am Kamikazevondoom, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.